a lot of people this morning probably woke up and felt like there will have been a development overnight, wouldn't there? And that hasn't been the case. What is the very latest analysis of the state of the search and rescue?
So at the moment, we've got a number of remotely operated vehicles that are scanning the sea floor. It's a wide area. So we've got two rovers that are using optical means and another rover that is using a multi-beam sounder to try to create a 3D map of the floor. And that's trying to find a needle in a haystack, because imagine you've got that massive field of debris around the Titanic. You don't know exactly where the banging sounds are coming from. And you are trying to find that little shape of the Titan amongst that field of debris. It's a massive endeavor.
And what we're unclear about, the US Coast Guard have said, is those noises, they can't be sure that they are coming from the submersible.
That's true. There is, though, a pattern that is being taught to submariners when you are on a submarine in distress, is to create a pattern of sounds so that basically every 30 minutes, every 1 hour, you are banging with whatever you have within reach on the hull to create a sound and say, hey, I'm here, I am alive, come and find me. So that's something that the ex-French naval officer, which was a mine clearance diver, could have basically implemented to use as a way to find them.
Yeah, he's one of the five on board, and you would expect it to have considerable training for know how to deal with the emergency scenarios. Perhaps not quite like this, but similar too. The US Coast Guard have made it very clear. They say we can still save the crew, but the time window is closing, isn't it?
That is correct. We assume that at this present time, they may have 12 hours left of oxygen. Let's not forget that you also need to scrub the carbon dioxide away from the atmosphere. Otherwise, you would poison yourself with it. And the Atalante from Ifremer is going on station. They will have the pilot of another remotely operated vehicle coming within 4 hours. But then it takes 2 hours to get down and then to start mapping the seafloor. So the ROV on the Ifremer is able to scan an area of 1 square kilometer, but within 3 hours. So when you look at the size of the area to scan, we will need a lot of luck.
A lot of luck, an awful lot of things to go well. We know that this French ship is in situ. If they manage to find it, it looks like that is the only vessel that has the capacity, if it's on the bottom of the seafloor, to be able to bring it to the surface.
Absolutely. I mean, if we are lucky, we find the Titan, and hopefully the Titan is just entangled somewhere in a debris. Then that rover has got two robotic arms, each with a capacity of 100 kilograms, that could help the Titan to get free and to maybe give her a little push to go back up to the surface. But we have to remember, we need to find her, and it's still 2 hours to go back from the bottom to the surface, and then to have the Titan going onto her berth and then back on her mothership. So that's a lot of time slots that are stacking up, and basically we are running awfully close to the limit for the Titan atmosphere to remain breathable.